Top of the hour, let's continue to get you the updates. What started at the Jawaharlal Nehru University and even at Jamia University in Delhi has now spread to other campuses as well. In a bid to provoke the students using the banned BBC propaganda as their crutches, that was very evident with some student bodies, especially that was supported by the left, went ahead with the calls to screen the controversial docu-series. But in the Delhi University itself, the authorities were vigilant, and in a bid to screen the documentary, that was nipped in the bud, even as the protesters assembled in front of the arts faculty in North Campus, where the police and the university security at hand first requested the protesters to disperse, and later they were escorted out, and others who were detained for a few hours. Let's tell you about Kolkata as well, where the left student groups like the SFI and the ISA also managed to get the docu-series screened at the Presidency and the Jadavpur University. But here too had their share of a drama as well, because the power supply was cut, and amid the screening that prompted the students to get out the dean's office and raise slogans. While the power resumed, the screening also resumed. But speaking to the students, what emerged as they were upset over the government's ban on the docu-series altogether.
The issue was that the screening was on, and then after half an hour the power cut happens. So we went to the dean office, and we told dean sir that about the power cut, and he told us that he doesn't know anything about this, but he told us before 3 days that consequences will happen if we do the screening here. So we can see that this is a clear planning of the state government and the central government to stop the screening in the Presidency campus. And then after the student get out the dean, and the screening again started, and now it is complete.
When the discussion along the documentary started, and I started searching it up, and I found that it has been banned from any kind of platform. The government cannot ban. First of all, why is the government banning things? Why is the government banning things? Why is the government banning a critical report?
However, when it comes to the Students' Federation of India unit in the Presidency University to screen the banned series again, and on Tuesday, where they have been saying that they will be showcasing the second episode as well. This comes after the SFI unit screened the first part of the docu-series amid the allegations that the authorities had deliberately cut the power supply for over half an hour in a bid to stop the screening, and the SFI and the student union, which had gherao the dean's office to question on the power supply being cut despite no permission being given by the university authorities. We have Tanushree with us. Tanushree, good morning. Just explain to us what's really panning out in the universities in West Bengal, whether it comes to Jadavpur University and also the Presidency University. They have been now saying that episode 2 of this banned docu-series will also be screened.
Well, a very good morning to you and to the viewers. What happened yesterday was that we've seen that there was screening in two places, one in Jadavpur held by ISA and the second by the SFI unit in Presidency University. Now, yesterday, while the screening was on, suddenly there was a power cut. What we know is that previously they were supposed to hold the screening in the badminton court of Presidency University, but the SFI students alleged that the power had been cut over there before, which is why they had selected another location. And while the screening was on, while the screening had gone into half an hour of the documentary, suddenly the power got cut, and the SFI students had raised slogans, and after half an hour, the screening once again resumed when the power came back. After that, we've seen late night yesterday, SFI has released posters saying that they would be showcasing the first part of the documentary once again on the 31st of this month, and on the same day, they would be screening the second part also. So both the parts would be screened, both the episodes would be screened on the 31st of January in Presidency University by the SFI unit. Now, we have seen that regarding Jadavpur University, the screenings have gone very smoothly, both on the first day, that was day before yesterday, and yesterday. There were no power cuts, no disruptions while the screening was on in Jadavpur University, but in Presidency University, suddenly there were disruptions. What we are getting to know from the SFI sources are that not only Jadavpur University or Presidency, they are planning to show the documentary in other colleges also, and they are planning for that. Now, how fruitful that will be, that is to be seen. But certainly, these two universities have screened the first part of the documentary, and Presidency University's SFI unit would be screening the second part on the 31st of this month.
All right, Tanushree, thanks very much for the update. So the face-off regarding the banned docu-series between student organizations as well as the university authorities, that has been intensifying. However, if you talk about Jadavpur University and Presidency University as well, where the screening also happened, and on 31st it is being said by the SFI unit that at the Presidency University it will be screening both of the episodes on the 31st of this month. Let's tell you about other campuses as well across the country. In Mumbai, it is the Tata Institute of Social Sciences that has issued a very strict advisory to the students where the message is loud and clear not to ape what is happening in other campuses like JNU, Jamia and Jadavpur. But the advisory, we are told, is being defied as the TISS has also promised tough action against those student bodies who go ahead with the screening of the banned docu-series. We have Shivani with us. Shivani, good morning. What is the advisory all about?
Well, good morning, Amita. As we are already seeing that how the BBC documentary is being, telecasted, is been broadcasted at several universities, and also, there are several cases those are being registered, and henceforth now, looking at the kind of disturbance that is taking place because of that particular screening of the BBC documentary, Tata Institute of Social Sciences have clearly given an instruction and an advisory to all the students that it has come to our notice that some of the groups of students are planning to screen the BBC documentary that has created a disturbance in some parts of the country. Some plan to organize gatherings to protest against related developments in few other universities as well. And this is to inform all students that the institute has not permitted any such screening and gathering which may disturb the academic environment, and clearly they want to maintain the peace and harmony in the campus, and henceforth the screening is not allowed. And they have said that if anybody screens or plans any such protest or plans any screening, then action will be taken. Any action by students against the advisory will be dealt with strict, action. It was the advisory clearly told to students.
All right, Shivani, thanks very much for the update. So the TIS is already now talking about the certain advisory that has been issued and have been asking the students to refrain from broadcasting the banned docu-series on campus. Let's move on and talk about another controversy, the video that has now taken social